Hello, my name is Ilona and today is Thursday, July 6th, 2023, and I'm going to be looking at the energies of the Netherlands, Belgium and Germany. And I, of course, have already shuffled the cards in my Dutch video, and I actually did the card reading in that video. So if you want to watch that, you can watch my Dutch video. But the cards are here all, so I hope I'll be able to get the right cards for the right spreads. I've got Netherlands over here, Belgium over there, and Germany over here. But there were two cards. One card was in the Netherlands and in the Belgium card reading, and one card was in the Netherlands reading and in Germany reading. So I just have to make sure that I'm putting them in the right order. So it's a bit chaotic right now here on my on my desk, but we're going to be just fine. So the first country I looked at is the Netherlands, and what is the energy of the Netherlands. And we have the first card is the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the central card, the Six of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups in the past. We've got two cards underneath the central card, which is the Two of Cups and the Knight of Wands, which is very interesting. And for the future, we've got the Strength card and the Sun. So these are all incredible cards if you just look at it. So I do feel in the Netherlands, things are really changing. I also looked at the back of the deck and there was the Death card. So the Netherlands are in a transition right now, a transformation process. And I think that's happening worldwide. But here in the Netherlands, we can now finally start seeing different things happening, especially with this future ahead of us, Strength and the Sun. We are really, things are moving in a better direction. We still see these panic things happening with the dark energies. They're still trying to create like this fear frequency. And of course, what we see, I talked about this yesterday in my video, that here in the Netherlands, we have this minister, Rob Jetten, that is really pushing things and wanting to get those billions for the climate and just manipulating people and the opposition. This is all shown. People can now see it. So especially with the Ace of Pentacles, we are moving in a completely different direction. And the Ace of Pentacles is like a complete new beginning. And especially with the Death card, which is also about a new beginning. But the old has to go first before a new beginning can come in. So this is just, if I just look at it, the energy is just massive. And of course, white hats are showing more and more. And this is about healing. So things will come up. Especially concerning children. We know that the Netherlands have a crucial position in what's going on with the children worldwide. The Sound of Freedom was of course released on July 4th. A lot of things are coming out now about children, about what's going on with them, what's been happening worldwide. And especially with these cards, the Six of Cups and of course the Sun, to me have to do with children. So more and more things will come out about the position of the Netherlands. I think we're going to see more and more. The media will try to, hold back on that, but the change is already happening. I believe a lot of people in the Netherlands are waking up. We can see with the farmers. It's very important that they start connecting more with each other and more working together and not dependent on The Hague, on our government to change anything, because they're not going to change anything. And I think they're starting to realize that they have to connect together and stand strong and just refuse to comply with anything. That will be the best position. And of course, there are going to be people that don't want to hear about it. They will just live their lives and remain in their bubble. That's just the way it is. But there is a bigger group growing here in the Netherlands, waking up, stepping into their power and understanding we need a completely different future. And we're heading towards that future. So these are very powerful cards for the Netherlands. So the feeling is that things are really changing here as well. And we're going to see more and more of that. The energy is already changing, and it's very important to see that it's going to get more hectic. We are really at the end of an old system that is falling apart. So we are going to see these panic things that they'll come up with, and We are, of course, working towards this scary event. Of course, the military will step in. We just don't know when that's going to happen. So I'll just leave it at that. Just live your life, focus on yourself. There was someone also in reaction under one of my videos wondering, isn't this an old timeline about something I mentioned in the video? We are still in, this area where there are multiple timelines all together. It's kind of, you can just feel that it's separating, but it's going to obviously separate when things are really going to take a turn and change. So focus on yourself, to focus on your own strength, your connection with God. That is so important that you focus on that, and understanding that where you're going to end up has to do with your frequency. That's why it's so important. And of course, connect with other people, and just don't comply with anything from outside forces that you don't want to comply to. Just be your own person. That's what this is about. That's what this great awakening is about. And it's just such a strong card for the Netherlands. I think a lot is changing in the Netherlands as well. A lot of people are fed up here. And I see just a new beginning. We're heading towards like a new beginning. We can still have the old puppets, trying to get away with things, but it's just getting more and more ridiculous every day, and it's falling apart. The death card, it's ending, a new beginning is coming in. And it has, I think, more and more, especially with the children, will come out about the Netherlands and the position that the Netherlands have been in, of course, in this World Wide Web. That's going to come out, but we also see, of course, more and more Whitehead's influences. And this is about healing. This is really also a healing period. We do need to understand that if we want to change our frequency, raise our frequency, we need to heal inside of ourselves. So the focus is about that as well. But in the Netherlands, things are really changing. We really are heading towards a completely different future. Beautiful cards. So the second card reading I did was about the Belgium. Actually, I just going to put the cards in the right order here. So I'm going to take a look at Belgium, the energies there. And very interesting, I just wanted to mention that the card readings right now for Germany, for the Netherlands and Belgium are such a strong cards that really the change has already started, especially energetically. And when it changes energy-wise, it's going to change in the world around us. And I think it has a lot to do with the Schumann resonance. What happened 2 weeks ago, change has just happened. And I notice a lot of that I'm getting very tired, and I take my time, to work through that, because it's it can happen. It's about balancing energies out in yourself. Everything needs to be balanced again. And healing is very important. But change has already been, energetically the change has already happened. And we're now going to see it in the world around us. But this is the first card I got for Belgium. This is the Six of Wands. We've got the World card as the central card for Belgium. We have the King of Cups in the past. We've got the Three of Pentacles underneath the World card, the central card. And we have, very interesting, the Two of Cups again. And we have the Devil card. So I got an extra card to clarify the Devil card. And that's the Queen of Cups. It's very important that things are going to be shown so things can heal. And in Belgium, especially, there are a lot of organizations. We've got the European Union there. We've got all these vague corporations there. That's going to be shown. So it may seem like it's getting darker because of things are going to come out, but it's necessary to heal. Things need to be shown. People need to realize what's really been happening, and it will lead to connection, connecting with the intuition, connecting with God, because that's what this is about. The Great Awakening is also giving people the opportunity to wake up. Not everyone is going to wake up. That's all right. That's what it is. But at least the majority of people will have the opportunity to see things, to start seeing things. So also in Belgium, especially with the Six of Wands, victory, the World card, it's about an ending, a successful ending of a certain period. And the Three of Pentacles is about working together. So more initiatives are happening in Belgium. I think people in Belgium are more and more waking up. Doesn't mean everyone will wake up, but more and more people are waking up, or at least realizing there's something wrong. There's this victory of the end of this old corrupt system. That's of course been, especially in Belgium, there are, like I mentioned, a lot of all these organizations that have their places there in Belgium, and that's going to be shown, that there's going to be a spotlight on them. And I think it's to heal, it's so people can connect with their emotions, their feelings, because we have the King and the Queen of Cups. Let's just, so they can look at each other. Or, yeah, she's more focused on the cup, but it doesn't matter. It's about the connection and really feeling connected with their intuition, with their soul. It's so important so that people can make different decisions. And I think in Belgium, a lot of people have had issues to really connect with themselves here in the Netherlands. But this is what I've noticed, my personal experience. It's of course not for everyone in Belgium, that especially in the Netherlands, we speak out more. We are more assertive. And I think that's going to change in Belgium as well, that people are speaking out more, understanding what's going on. But there is a successful ending, and it's also a new beginning in Belgium. So it has to do with healing as well, initiatives that are being started. So this is very interesting to see. So here in Belgium, like I've mentioned, in the Netherlands, there are very strong cards, but the focus is also about showing what's going on so people can heal, so people can see. Because you need to see things, you need to experience it before you can truly heal things. That's why avoiding things just doesn't help. Then controlling things doesn't help either, because you're not really dealing with it. And then I'm talking, of course, about the psychological aspect of avoiding things and pushing them away. So in the hopes that you don't have to deal with it, it's not going to happen. Things need to be felt through, need to be seen, so people can start healing. So in Belgium, it's like in the Netherlands, although in the Netherlands, I think we'll see more in the outside world. In Belgium, that is happening. It's happening already. It's changing as well. So many changes happening. It's just a incredible energy. And the last country I'll be looking at will be Germany. And we have the King of Pentacles. We've got the Six of Pentacles as the central card. We've got the Emperor in the past. We have the Five of Cups underneath the Six of Pentacles. And for the future, we have the Magician and the Knight of Wands. So to me, especially with this card in the future and the Emperor, which is for me the white hat part of the military, they've been taking care of things in the background in Germany for quite some time now. This is in the past, but we're going to see more and more of that now. It's more coming out, especially with the Magician. This is about giving the people in Germany all the tools to start manifesting by themselves, what they truly want. There's a plan rolled out in Germany. It's about balancing things and healing again. I think the emphasis is about stepping into the strength for all these three countries, but also healing. We have the Two of Cups with Belgium, with the Netherlands, and we have now the Five of Cups, which has to do with disappointment, sadness, pain, to do with Germany, and that's also about healing. So that they're not just focused on what they've lost, but also see what's still there. And it's very important, especially with the history of Germany and what happened at the in the country. There's a lot of energies there that need to be released, that need to be healed as well. But I believe that the military, and then I'm talking about the white hat part, because I was talking in a video, I think this week, about the military stepping in, and there were people, well, that's not a good thing. The military are dark, or dark energies. I see that differently. I understand if that is your perspective, then obviously I understand that you're going to be very fearful. That's not what I see, and that's not how I see things. I believe a large part of the military are white hats. And there, of course, are dark energies in the military. Or obviously, the NATO group, the military for the NATO, and a lot of people involved in that. So of course there are dark energies in there, but to me it feels like large part are white hats, and they're trying to, place themselves in all kinds of positions so they can take over when the time is there. We don't know when that's going to happen, so I always suggest just to live your life. Don't comply with anything. Just focus on your own frequency. But the Emperor I see as military, white hat military, taking care of things. Because I do believe if the dark energies have all the military, then really what's stopping them for using it? If you can see what's happening in the Ukraine, they've been using it for quite some time. Why aren't they doing that worldwide, so to speak? But that's my opinion about that. And I think the white hats are waiting for a certain moment in time, so people will be not as fearful, and they are making sure that, of course, if you step in too early, you can get civil unrest. What's happening now in France as well. They want to avoid that as much as possible because of the dark energies. They want civil unrest. They want chaos. So I do believe in Germany that the military have been working behind the scenes, but we're going to see them more and more stepping out with the Knight of Wands. This is about giving people back their own, so they can start doing everything what they want to do, manifesting everything. The cups, the pentacles, the wands and the sword are all in the hands of the people then. So in Germany, it's really about helping people regain their own strength again, stepping into their power. Of course, it will be about the people themselves if they're going to step into that or not, because it's all about choices that people make. Deal with pain, the disappointments that's been happening also in the history of Germany. And it's about balancing things out. So I think we're going to see in Germany more steps away from the European Union, from NATO. There will be more stepping away from that. But we're still, working with these puppets. I do believe that once the go sign is given, that the military will step up and they'll try to do it as smooth as possible, the transition, that, we're really going to see those puppets leave. But right now they're still there. They are still rolling out this plan to help people, realize what's really going on. So people have an opportunity to wake up. So of course, if people realize there's something wrong with their government and then you take away the puppets, they won't have such a big issue with that. But if you do that before that time, you're going to get civil unrest. So that's my perspective on that. So in Germany, things are changing as well. Like I said, very powerful cards in all countries, in the Netherlands, for with Belgium and for Germany. So I do believe energetically changes are going to come and we're going to see them more and more. I truly believe that, I truly trust everything will be fine ultimately. And I have faith that everything will work out. And I'd like to leave it at this. Hope to see you in another video. Bye.